Epihandy, a new tool for collection and handling of research data using handheld computers. This video should give you a quick overview of how Epihandy can be used for data collection. Let's log into Epihandy Study Manager. Here you have several tools like design a study, manage study data, create a new study, and so on. Let's create a new study. We'll call it Demo for now. Go ahead and design the study. This is the Epihandy Forms Designer. You can see our study name listed here. Within the study, we can add questionnaires. Within a questionnaire, we can add pages. And within each page, we can add different questions. Each study can have several different questionnaires or forms. In this example, we have two forms under the study demo, Form A and Form B. Form A has 2 pages, section 1 and 2, and similarly Form B has the same. Each section or page has different questions. You can edit the question text that appears on the PDA. You can edit the question type based on the answer value of the question. As you can see, there are several different options. There's date, GPS capture, image capture, list with radio buttons, numeric values, signature capture, text, time, and so on. Each question type has a variable name that you can customize to store the value of that answer. You'll also notice that date is in green, name in red, and the third question is in blue. We can edit the color by clicking on the Font and Color tab. You can edit the question and the answer individually. You can change the size and the appearance of the text. We can also use the answer value from a question and use it to auto-populate a following question. For example, in question 3, I want to ask how old is, and you want the name of the person that was answered in the previous question. We know that the variable of the previous question is name, so we can include this using Epihandy specific syntax to use variables. We'll see this as an example on the PDA. Let's move on to page 2. A very useful feature available in Epihandy is to create rules or skips within the form. In this series of questions, we ask the gender. Based on the answer of this question, be it male or female, you want to either show question 5 or show question 6. We can create a branch rule that does exactly that. If the answer to question 4 is male, you skip question 5 and you show question 6. Otherwise, you show question 6 and skip question 5. Form B gives you examples of other question types available. We can do GPS capture. We can have a question where you have a list of answers and you can select more than one in the list. You can collect the time of the PDA while the form was being filled. If you have a device with a touch screen, you can capture the signature of the person as an image. Let's go ahead and save this study and see how it appears on the PDA. This is how Epihandy appears on the PDA. You can see we have options to open a form. We can edit our settings to upload and download data based on a data cable or wirelessly. We can download forms, upload data, navigate, etc. Let's download our forms. Click OK. Go ahead and open a form. This is also password protected. As you can see, we can have several studies downloaded. In this case, we only have demo. Within demo, there's Form A and Form B. Let's go ahead and open Form A. We can see the first 3 questions on page 1 of Form A. We can edit the date. We can edit the name. And as you can see, the answer value from question 2 was auto-populated into question 3. By clicking on the forward arrow, we can move on to page 2. In this sequence of questions, we've incorporated a skip rule, where if we answer male, it should skip question 5 and show question 6. If we edit this value to be female, it should show question 5 and skip question 6. Our form has now been saved. Let's open Form B as an example. If you're using a device that has GPS capabilities, you can enable it and capture GPS data. Here's a question type where I can make more than one selection. I can select a time, and I can capture a signature. I can now go ahead and save the form. We can now upload the data that we just saved. The upload was successful. We can now view our data through the Epihandy Study Manager by clicking on Manage Study Data. As you can see, we have one form saved for Form A, and we can view the data. I added the name as Julia, age is 8, and so on. This data can be saved as a CSV, XML, TXT, SPSS, tab delimited file for further analysis of the data.